Subject: The Secret War Against Medford, Oregon. FWD greater than date: Monday the 14th of August 1995, 15 hours 18 minutes and 35 seconds. 0700 Perceptions: July August 1995. Greater than from The Secret War Against Medford, Oregon, by Mark Metcalf. Recently, while reading a back issue of Nexus magazine, I came across a news clip titled, "The Mysterious Taos Hum." The story said that Representative Bill Richardson, DNM, has asked the House Select Committee to investigate a noise that causes dizziness, shortness of breath, headaches, anxiety and sleeplessness, and is thought by some to emanate from a secret defense-related project plaguing various cities in New Mexico. I realized that I might know something about that sound, something that I had been playing it safe with for 14 years. During the years 1980–83, I was living with the daughter of the new deceased Dr. David Fraser, former head of the Department of Toxicology at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. One day she told me of a frightening encounter involving her father and the American military. When Dr. Fraser came to stay with us while on vacation in 1981, I asked him to tell me the story. Suicide capital overnight. He said that in the early 1970s, the small city of Medford, Oregon, became the suicide capital of the United States overnight. The exact dates can be found by checking national health statistics. After Dr. Fraser was notified of this dramatic anomaly, he organized and sent a team of researchers to look for the cause. The team checked the water, the air, the soil and a variety of additional possibilities, but could find no reason for the massive increase in suicides. Then the researchers discovered that ultra-low frequencies, ULF, were being beamed into Medford, Oregon, from a nearby military base. When they went to the base and met with its commanding officer, he said that although he knew about ULF, his base was not responsible, the Russians were. However, the ULF waves stopped the very next day. The researchers determined that the military base was not the only source. The ULF was also coming into the homes of the populace through their television antennas, which created some sort of standing wave resonance within the structure of the home itself. People who were often at home in the houses with TV antennas became severely depressed even if they did not watch TV. Since the ULF wave had stopped, the researchers returned to the university to write their report and to confer with Dr. Fraser. Several men displaying CIA credentials arrived on campus and said that the ULF waves beamed into Medford were a national security matter. They explicitly threatened to kill each of the researchers, including Dr. David Fraser himself, should anyone speak further about it. As far as I know, no one did. It seems clear that the military-industrial complex secretly declared war on the American people quite some time ago and is waging a long-term psychological warfare operation, complete with fully operational, mass mind control technology. In fact, our whole society seems to be what Walter Bowart * refers to as a psycho-civilization, ruled by a cryptocracy. How we respond makes a difference. What makes this evil that pervades our nation so effective is the inappropriateness of our response. We behave much like Dr. B.F. Skinner's chicken when placed between two salivating wolves. We just go on pecking. But who do we call when the bad guys have badges and judges and ray guns? When blueprints of new federal prisons have cells labeled labs? How can we learn to develop responses that are appropriate to the dire position we have acquiesced to? We must look for new models of behavior to consider and act upon. We must deeply consider the achievements of the Founding Fathers, which in many ways were without precedent. If we do not find the courage to change our behavior, we may soon come to the end of human history on this planet. As Abraham Lincoln said, "The money power preys upon the nation in times of peace and conspires against it in times of adversity. It is more despotic than monarchy, more insolent than autocracy, more selfish than bureaucracy. I see in the near future a crisis approaching that unnerves me and causes me to tremble for the safety of my country. Corporations have been enthroned. An era of corruption will follow, and the money power of the country will endeavor to prolong its reign by working upon the prejudices of the people, until the wealth is aggregated in a few hands and the republic is destroyed." Walter Bowart, Operation Mind Control, Dell Publishing, 1978, out of print, Tucson. Jim Martin at 707-964-8326. Now available from Flatland, P.O. Box 2420, Fort Bragg, California, 95437.